Namaste. Today we will cover this common emotion everybody go through, regret. We'll understand this and see how we can overcome this very emotion. All right. Let's understand with a, as usual, with an example. The situation I came across is about Gautam, a friendly boy, grew up in a very close group of friends, right from his first grade all the way till 10th grade. He wanted to be, when I asked him, he wanted to be a pediatrician, children's doctor, very friendly with kids. Now, when the 10th grade happens, what happens in India is you need to choose the subject you want to specialize in, leading to a professional studies from 12th grade. 10th is after 10th you need to choose. So the friends chose to go with physics, maths, chemistry and computer science. And he's carried away. He went with their choice. And now, not finding it very passionate, in those studies in the later years, now regret not choosing biology in the 10th grade. So brooding over this. So essentially this regret, let's understand, is an emotion that you feel a disappointment involving blaming ourselves for a bad outcome, feeling a sense of loss, what might have been, or wished we could undo a previous decision or a choice. The time has passed. There are many things told around why worry over spilled, and the milk already spilled. There are so many other parallels to this, pretty common. And let's analyze this. It is about regret is all about an emotional reaction to a choice or a decision made. In a nutshell, it is all around a decision taken, and you have an emotional reaction. So how do I overcome this? Let's look at once you understand, this is a decision that you went on and on regretting. This become a challenge or a problem later. People go into depression, etc., etc. Brooding over what has happened too much. So there is a way out of this. We'll cover this. It is if you consider it as an experience, not an emotional reaction. Consider this as an experience. Let me learn from it. The switch happens. The switch happens, and it opens up the possibility to learn and grow from it. You become better decision maker. When you learn from those experiences, you become a better decision maker. It can be explained with an example. You went to a barber shop, okay, and you have in that barber shop you have an inexperienced barber. You don't worry about the choice of barber. Typically, in a Sunday there's a rush, so this barber, make a cut, right, first time. Then you are the service choice is now first time it happened, but following month you go there again, and you have a double mind to sit with this guy or not. So again, the guy makes a cut. So then the third time you don't do it, right? So basically, the experience of second cut made you make a choice, right? Next time you don't go there to the same person again. So the idea is to experience it and make a choice. All right. Now there are bigger choices. Okay, where the previous case you saw a situation with Gautam. So there are pluses and minuses. People go through extreme emotions. When terrorist attack Pulwama last year. Then India chose not to react, but they chose to respond. They took time, planned it well, they went deep inside Pakistan and attacked the very base where the terrorists getting trained. They bombed it. So the armed forces very clear. They didn't go through that emotional reaction. They planned it and attacked. Then the other things are, feeling is, the previous case you saw, if he felt to go with the friends for the studies and made a choice that he is not passionate about. And there are anger, out of rage. People do things they regret later. Correct. And there are things such as attachment. Suppose you see your own brother making a mistake, hitting the others, and you take side with your brother because he is your brother, you are attached to him. And that might encourage his behavior, and it become even bigger problem later. Correct. So you need to keep those aside. And when you are making a choice, have a higher purpose and a goal. The purpose is, for example, you want to be a doctor to serve the needy. That's a purpose. Correct? Once you make a decision, have a faith. The moment you have a faith, it amplifies the success, chance of success in the decision. There will be ups and downs, but the faith will carry you further. When you make the decision, you need to ask the question, is that good for society? Because you succeed in the same society anyway. Is that good for the society? It will bring more positives and help to the society. And the next one, I think maybe a good example could be creating an electric car or if you want to create an electric vehicle, and that will reduce pollution. Good for society, correct? And consult, if you don't have enough information to make a decision, consult the right people. Okay, say if you want to become a pediatrician, go talk to few doctors, take their opinion, and then make your decision, right? So it's important to consult people who will give you the right advice. Now, once you take a decision and not worry about the results, this is what Krishna also said. Karmarne vadikaraste na paleshu kadachana. Means, do your duty, and don't expect, brood over the results. I will take care of it. So, right decision, right action. You will anyway will have outcome that will be taken care by the higher authority. Right? Now, see, this is about yourself. What if it is a regret of hurting others? So you feel guilty. Suppose you made a fun of your friend over a food preference, sitting with others. You made a passing comment and hurt the other person. Inside, you feel guilty. You regret passing that comment. Correct? So, what to do? Correct? In that case, it is important. You need to confess to your friend. You should have not made fun of him. And that consoles him. At times, this is important. You need to do it publicly. You want to do it in front of others also. Privately confessing is fine, but if you do it publicly, your friend is more relieved and he'll appreciate you. Now, that very character driving you to make fun of others is also to be overcome in the long term. What to do with that? Do a selfless act of helping someone whom you don't know. When you help, you feel loved, and for others, and you become fit to receive the forgiveness. Sometimes when you hurt someone, you are not able to go back to them and reveal, confess. This is another way also. Your selfless act become, it will enable you to receive forgiveness for all the mistakes made. So once you do this, what happens? Then there is something big happens. You have a chance to transform yourself, go beyond all of this. Transformation is about going beyond these conditions. Okay, let's see what it is, the higher purpose. Now, so here a chance to transform. The regret is an emotion. We know that, right? We understood it going through this session. But it's a wave in the ocean of consciousness. The consciousness is real us. These waves arise and they go down. These emotions arise and they go down. But underneath the platform, that is the ocean. That's what is you really. You falsely identify yourself with that emotion, then it amplifies. You give power to that emotion by giving attention to it. You can overcome this by knowing your real nature, which is consciousness. Okay? Hence, what happens is, once you understand you are bigger than this, those emotions, you recognize them and you handle them. And so, what Krishna has said about it is very interesting, correct? I'll just read through it. Matra sparshyastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada agama payino nityas tans titikshastva bharata. This is in a way you understand this is non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress. This because these emotions rise and fall. They are like seasons come and go. The emotions can come and go exactly like this. Then you must tolerate them without being disturbed. Don't identify with them. Understand you are all-pervading consciousness, and they will come and go. Okay. So the assignment for you for this session is to list all the top regrets you had, you remember. Share this as an experience, not as an emotion. Share this as an experience, and how this experience will make you do a better decision and a choice in the future. All right? Best wishes.